now the next test is are they going to shut the government down in order to make sure this law gets passed? Because without the continuing resolution, there'll be at least a partial government shutdown. Congress failed again this week. The Republican-controlled House failed to, in part due to a small group of conservative Republicans and every Democrat, to pass a continuing resolution that would have included, or was set to include, or included, excuse me, the SAVE Act, a law which was designed to close any loopholes and make it much more difficult for aliens to vote in our elections. As you know, by now, I hope that the only prohibition on aliens voting in our elections, or the only effective way of checking that, is the honor system. There are other ways of checking it, but they're far from perfect. Someone who is an alien, a non-citizen, isn't supposed to register to vote. And on the form it says you got to certify you're a citizen. If not, it's illegal. But there's no verification of citizenship required. And this law would have changed it. And because it's a continuing resolution that some conservatives hate and never want to support, and because it stopped, so that's why those conservative Republicans voted against it. And then, of course, the Democratic Party and the left seemingly want aliens to vote in elections. Why would they oppose this otherwise? I mean, here's what I had to say about the issue in the middle of the week just before the vote.
Hey everyone, here on Capitol Hill, as there's this big debate in the House whether to pass a continuing resolution with a law that will actually put teeth into the federal prohibition on non-citizens voting. Right now it's way too easy for them to get away with it. This law is certainly necessary for election integrity in the United States. What do you think? Should there be a continuing resolution without making sure that aliens aren't voting in our elections in an aggressive way? Share your views. Call the Hill. Call your congressman at 202-225-3121. That's 202-225-3121.
So now the next test is are they going to shut the government down in order to make sure this law gets passed? Because without the continuing resolution, there'll be at least a partial government shutdown. Now, what do you think? Again, you've got to share your views with Congress. I mean, I think there ought to be all sorts of things associated with the continuing resolution. If you want to continue, if you want to write a blank check to the government, we need to have republic protecting provisions that address crises that are imminent. As I've highlighted, alien voting, the border crisis, the efforts to jail Trump, defund that, you name it. So I have all sorts of reasons to vote against continuing resolutions if I were in Congress. But if I were to vote for one, there'd have to be at least something to make it worth passing. And the question is there going to be something making it worth passing that any congressman can honorably vote for and be willing to stand against in terms of forcing a government shutdown? And unfortunately, I think it's going to be more of the same, but I think you should let your views be known. I mean, the more the people react negatively to even failures by the House Republican Congress to pass good things, in this case the House, it does have a salutary effect. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.